Fastest growing careers: biomedical engineering, computer science, robotics. Logical, cautious, realistic Kimberly, major in these subjects so that she'll have a better chance of getting a job after college. The real Kimberly, study what I love, film. Let's be real here, there's no doubt that the world needs science. I can even go as far as saying that the world basically runs on science. But the world still needs movies. We need movies to entertain, to elicit thought, to provide an escape. We need movies to make people laugh, cry, cringe, smile. The world needs movies, and the real Kimberly wants to help provide them. But let's backtrack a bit to middle school Kimberly. Not a good time to say the least, but we've all had our awkward middle school phases. Middle school Kimberly was shy. She was assiduous in her academics, but not very involved in other activities. She was well-rounded and self-motivated, but lacked a passion. I'll never forget the first day of 7th grade. We all know the first day is really icebreaker day, but to my misfortune, sharing something about myself in front of a class was not in my purview of 7th grade expertise. The whole, hi, my name is so-and-so, and my favorite color is such and such, was not my thing back then. One icebreaker in particular called for my peers and me to write a polite adjective about every person in our row. For once, I did not have to get up in front of a class, so I definitely thought it would not be awkward. But the awkwardness was there regardless. My teacher read the responses aloud, and while all my classmates each got a variety of descriptions, I got the same thing from everyone: smart. Was that all I was? I was flattered, of course, but part of me was disappointed. Maybe I was being greedy, maybe I was being pretentious, I don't know, but I wanted to be more than just one of the smart twins. So I did the only thing middle school me can think of. I changed. Today I'm not afraid to speak in front of all of you, and my mom thinks I do too many things after school. There are a few weekends when I'm not out and about with friends and family. Sure, I'd probably get smart if I were to do the icebreaker again today, but I'd like to think I'd get other descriptions too. Friendly, outgoing, caring, humble. You get where I'm headed. Most importantly, I found my passion. My TV production classes have been pushing me out of bed for 4 years now. And that says a lot, considering my bed is pretty comfortable at 5:30 in the morning. I took my first TV production class in 7th grade. 3rd period, Ms. Diaz's first year. I don't remember much from the class aside from my cheesy infomercial and cringeworthy movie trailer. But I do remember the day Ms. Diaz invited a small group of us to shadow the high schoolers in producing one of the daily morning shows. Looking back now, I could only laugh at how nervous I was. I was only shadowing. I really wasn't doing anything, yet I felt like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders. When the director finally announced clear, indicating that the show was over, I just remember saying, I'm never doing this again. Little did I know that I would eventually become co-president of the TV production program, and I would definitely be doing this again and again, and enjoying and loving every single minute of it. You see, I'm always in awe of the dynamic in room 315C, where people that would have never spoken elsewhere collaborate harmoniously to create something funny or emotional. I'm the silent critic at the movie theater who evaluates every shot, every line. I binge watch TV not only for the sake of an at-the-edge-of-your-seat plot, but because I learned to improve my own craft through the editing, cinematography, and directing of others more experienced than I. TV production started as an elective, later a hobby, and soon I started asking myself, is this what I want to do in the future? You see, the truth is, I'm like a crazy ex-girlfriend. I'm not ready to leave FirebirdTV and the world of film and television. I have so much more to learn and so much more to experience. I'm not ready to leave the tight deadlines, the exhilaration at competition, the late night editing. I'm not ready to leave the big studio cameras or the bright lights. And that is why I plan on pursuing TV production in the future. It is my home, it is my passion. I know this now, but throughout much of high school, I honestly didn't. Why? Many reasons. Remember how I said my classmates saw me as smart? Yeah, my teachers saw that too. And a rare few weren't too supportive about the idea of me pursuing film. Kimberly the Jesus, straight A student, a schedule filled with honors and AP courses, multiple academic recognitions. Studying film? Never. I know they said what they said with good intentions. They only wanted what was best for me. But sometimes what was meant to be a compliment felt like an insult to who I was. They argued that I had so much potential that I would excel in more practical fields like math and science. But math and science aren't me. But I'm not here to tell you my sob story. Everyone at some point in their lives have been told they couldn't do something. All they can do is say, watch me. And that is what I have and will continue to do. I'm only 17 years old and my work has aired in one of the busiest movie theaters in New York, AMC Times Square, twice. I've had the honor, the privilege of knowing that feeling of absolute awe and pride as thousands of people sit quietly watching my work and then roar with applause as the credits scroll. I have won local, state, national, and even international awards for my work. And I know that sounded super cocky, I apologize, but I had to say it to make my point. As cliche as it sounds, ignore the no's, the can'ts, the don'ts, the will nots. At the end of the day, nothing is for certain, and sometimes the risks are well worth taking. And if you fail, you get right back up. Embrace the failure, cherish it, because failure is knowledge, experience. No one has the right to tell you what you are not capable of. Prove them wrong with perseverance, passion, and ambition. My wonderful parents taught me that, and I'm forever grateful for their unwavering support. Who says you can't be a doctor or a dancer or a lawyer or musician? For some, a lot of people, but there are also a lot of people who say we can, like Mr. V, Ms. Diaz. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you guys. You two have taught me how to work hard, but also live life, to stand my ground and to have thick skin. We must believe in our abilities, be confident in our decisions. Tim Fath, you took a chance on 2 teens with a knack for videography and taught us that it's okay to dream big. You have introduced us to numerous MCT staff and actors who work with us with open arms and remind us that we have the ability, the talent to grow in this art. Most importantly, we must be truthful with ourselves. Mr. Hunter, you stopped grading tests during your lunch to give me advice that I will carry with me forever. You asked me who I was, and your question spurred me to stop lying to myself. I am a filmmaker. I am not a waste of a brain. I am not wasting my time. I am not missing out on my potential, and I am certainly not making a mistake. I am a filmmaker, and I am not ashamed to say so anymore. Thank you.